When someone says charity, what is the first thing we think of? Love, service, devotion, being kind to one another. Do we usually think of these things when speaking of charitable organizations? When thinking of charities, we often picture old people in shelters, young children with no food, animals that need a home, women and children seeking refuge from abusive homes. But do we imagine them with a compassionate heart? Or have we seen them so often in our lives that we have become desensitized to their pleas for help? Charity is not just for volunteers. It is for every single person living on this planet, because we all know people who need help. We've all seen people in desperate need of love, food, shelter, clean water, all the basic needs of human life. We all need to work together to save these people. But how? How can we help them when their problems seem so far removed from us? Thankfully, there are plenty of charitable organizations that can make this process easier for us. We go in, we donate our time and or money, and then we feel better and can move on guilt-free. Or can we? If we do the research, data shows that in many cases, less than 1/10 of our donated dollar actually goes to helping the needy. Why is this? Because charities have become inefficient with our money. There are so many regulations, fees, and other problems that take away from our donations that most of what we donate does not always make it to those who need it the most. And when it does make it to them, it often takes so much time to reach the recipients that many go without the needed supplies for far too long. My thesis addresses what needs to be done in order to increase inefficiencies in charitable organizations, from decreasing certain regulations, such as those that are in effect before charitable organizations, charitable supplies, can be delivered to victims of natural disaster, increasing other regulations, such as the reporting policies of non-tax exempt organizations, to demanding that only leaders with high moral standards are elected within these organizations. We, as a people, need to help the deprived and disadvantaged of the world. We need to have a resurgence of love for our fellow men, an increase in charity, and we need to remember to lift where we stand, as stated by President Dieter F. If all men, women, and children everywhere will stand up and help those around them, the world's problems will be solved, and the people of the world will be eternally blessed. Thank you.